the Nigerian National League to start. But the women, they promised us that they were going to start on the 9th of December, and we can tell you that that has happened. And later today at 6 p.m. at the Samuel Ogumedia Stadium, your darling Edo Queens will be taking on Royal Queens from Delta State at the Samuel Ogumedia Stadium under the floodlight. It is free. Go there. Gates will be thrown open for you guys to enjoy the beautiful ones playing the beautiful game. There seems to be trouble brewing in the Edo State Football Association. Well, the board, they said they have formally suspended the chairman of the FA, Honorable Osaro Asamota, and we are in copy of what they said. We have a message from the board members of the Edo State Football Association, but Honorable Henry Osaro Asamota insists that he remains the chairman of the Edo State Football Association, and we are in possession of a letter from the Nigeria Football Federation written to the secretary of the Edo State Football Association on the suspension of the chairman of the Edo State Football Association. And we'll be reading that letter, and hopefully we'll be talking to the secretary of the Edo State Football Association to tell us about this, because that letter was dated the 30th of November 2020. Okay, it is inevitable that Paul Pogba would leave Manchester United after his agent said he was unhappy at Old Trafford. This is coming from Phil Neville, former player for Manchester United. He believes that now that Milo Raiola has said those things that he said, then there is no way that Paul Pogba will continue being a player at Manchester United. Good evening, welcome to Sports Fiesta. It is live on 92.7 KFM, Benin City. My name is Saliu Ibrahim, but they call me the Sports Ibracadabra because I bring magic to sports presentation and analysis. Egosa Agbeka, the sports maestro, is my strike partner this evening. Egosa, great to have you. Nigerian women's football doing great stuff, and they have started. They told us that they were going to kick off on the 9th of December, and here we are. The day has arrived and everything is set. One match already going on in Plateau State, in Nasarawa State, where we've got Nasarawa Amazons taking on FC Robo Queens.
I think this is a welcome development. It's really good that the NWFL, they came out with a date that the 2020-2021 season is going to start, and they backed it to action. Right now, we are seeing that the league has started. Well, we expected that the MPFL as well as the NLF will set the pace, but right now, the women's football, they've set the pace. I'm sure others will follow suit, and I want to give credit to the chairperson, Asha Folude, for what she has been able to do. She is somebody who will tell you this thing, we are going to go about it, and it might take time, but we are going to get result. And that's what we are seeing. We are seeing rebranding of the Nigerian Women's Football League. Yes, and the fact that they stood their ground when they said if you don't get the registration done and the licensing and everything through the right process, you might not be among those that will compete this season. And he said even if they are going to have only 10, provided they are going to have a standard league, and that is the way to go. And if we continue to do that, it's going to really affect every sector of this country. So for me, I think it's good. For me, I think my interest is on the Edo Queens, who are really getting set to take on their counterparts from Delta State. I hope they go on to do great stuff. Remember, was it not last week or 10 days ago, their captain, Usainoma Novia, may God rest the soul of her mom, and she has already told her teammates, even while they were in Abuja for pre-season, that this season the government has done a lot for them. All they have to do to thank the government is to win trophies. So I'm playing in that on that turf, this newly rebranded Samuel Ogumedia Stadium, I think, where Super Eagles came and kind of tested the pitch. We saw how it was for them, free flow, and everything was really on point until that second half. But for the ladies, I hope they go out there and just get the job done, and also continue to build on it. And at the end of the day, they might be the champions. We want to see them lift the trophy. We want to see them represent Edo State and Nigeria at large when it comes to the Women's CAF Champions League. So a whole lot is at stake, and the fact that the fans will be coming out to support them, I think that is also something they have to look at, because when you play in front of your fans and play in that kind of stadium, I think you go out there to do well. There's no reason why they would not do very well. So I urge the players to go out there and just get the job done and prove a point and send warning signal to other opponents that whenever they are coming to Benin, they should get ready for thrashing. And even if they go out to play away from home, they should try to get needed results for them to do well in this league this season.
Okay, so we can tell you that Nasarawa Amazons and FC Robo Queens, the team lists are out, and you just had me there testing something. You can actually follow the match online. There is a link. If you are in the WhatsApp group of the Nigerian Women Football League, you will see that link, and you click on it. It takes you to the match. You can actually get to see the match live from Nasarawa State. But as I said, our own is the one that will be played later at the Samuel Ogbomudia Stadium at 6 p.m. Edo Queens taking on Royal Queens. So we are getting set for that encounter. And media officer of Edo Queens has sent us the team list for their encounter. Number one, that's the goalkeeper, is Christy Oheriaku. Then we've got Jumake Alani, Chris Chisom Henry, Neke Julius, Ogechi Joseph, Glory Ogbonna, Kikelomo Odueke, Tessie Biahu, Chioma Wogu, Elizabeth Zirike, and Grace Henry. These are the players that will be starting. Then for the reserve, we've got Udoka Unachuku, Ayomide Ojo, Rebecca Ajumude, Mariam Ohadiwe, Glory Osegai, Temi Tokpe Owoye, and Lovette Ede. And of course, the coach is Rolandson Ode. That's the technical manager of Edo Queens. So good luck to Edo Queens. They'll be playing at 6 p.m. at the Samuel Ogbomudia Stadium. By then, we will, of course, have left the studio. So tomorrow we'll be giving you the result. And you guys that are around that side, or wherever you are, you can actually go there and watch Edo Queens take on Royal Queens. It's going to be a great game, and let us support the Nigerian Women's Football League. Okay, still talking Edo State football. Let's tell you this one about the Edo State Football Association. A couple of weeks ago, we discussed this. We had the chairman. We placed a call live to him, and then we also spoke to a member of the Edo State Football Association, Kindness Ohiwele. And then we did our best to see, okay, how can we reconcile this issue so that we don't have problems in the Edo State Football Association. But it seems right now, at this very moment, there is no end to the crisis, because what we got from the Edo State Football Association is this, that after several invitations for a meeting, Honorable Osaro Asamuta to appear before the board to defend himself, according to allegations leveled against him by the members of the board of the Edo State Football Association, which he failed to appear. The Edo State Football Association have formally moved to suspend the erstwhile chairman from all football matters for the next 3 years. This is what we got from the Edo State Football Association earlier today. But I can tell you that I am in possession of a letter. It is written by the Nigeria Football Federation, the office of the General Secretary. It was signed by Onoja Joshua Esquire for the General Secretary, and it was addressed to the Secretary, Edo State Football Association, Samuel Ogbomudia Stadium, Benin City, Edo State. Let me read the letter. Dear sir, illegal suspension of my humble self at the meeting of Edo State Football Association Executive Board held on the 17th of November 2020. I am directed to refer to the above subject matter and the correspondence dated November 20, 2020. It is my instruction to inform you that the Nigeria Football Federation is in receipt of a letter from Honorable Henry Osaro Asemota JP alleging that he summoned an emergency meeting of the Executive Board of the Edo State Football Association on the 17th of November 2020 to discuss the aftermath of the Super Eagles match with their Sierra Leonean counterparts, arising from the complaint of members of their non-involvement in the activities for the said match. Guys, you've got to forgive me. The font is very tiny. I had to try and zoom in so that I can actually get it. It's a scanned copy of the letter that we have. I'm not actually in possession of the physical copy. So it went on to say he alleged that in the said meeting, a member moved a motion for the suspension, for his suspension as the board, and the board then pronounced suspension on him. It must be noted that in carrying out any of the disciplinary measures under the statutes of the Edo State Football Association, NFF, and FIFA statutes, recourse must be made to procedures as they are serious issues that affect the right of an individual. Article 35 of the NFF statutes 2010, with similar provisions in the Edo State Football Association statutes, gives the right to call for a meeting and the compilation of the agenda to the chairman, as members can only resort to the affirmative, to the alternative provision only when the chairman declines to convene a meeting. Consequently, since the alleged suspension was done without following the necessary procedure, it cannot be recognized. Thus, you are advised to maintain status quo. Thank you. Yours faithfully, signed Onoja Joshua Esquire for General Secretary. So this letter was dated the 30th of November 2020 and written to the Edo State Football Association through the secretary. So, as I said, we'll try and get in touch with the secretary to hear what he has to say about this. But here we are having these issues. I thought the last time, because my advice to both camps was, why don't we try and resolve this and move forward? It's yes, with human beings, you always have crisis, but you
we disagree to agree.
You show how progressive you are by discussing these issues, and you resolve them.
Well, I think this is not something we should be discussing right now, because we expect that Edo FA by now should have done so well and done so many things when it comes to administration of football. But given the fact that they were not a part of the Sierra Leone Nigeria match, as a state FA, they are supposed to be the one in front of the front burner, when it comes to that organization of the match between Nigeria and Sierra Leone. But notwithstanding, it has divided against itself, cannot stand. And when you have issues like this, you tend to have two camps. The other day,
okay, all right. We've got the Secretary General of the Edo State Football Association, our very good friend Elder Emmanuel Ajibola. Good evening, sir. Welcome to Sports Fiesta on KUFM.
Good morning, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
I don't know in which part of the continent you are, but we in Edo State is evening here.
Very sorry, sir. I'll be very surprised why I'm missing a morning and afternoon.
All right, no problem, sir. Thank you. Welcome to the show. Yeah, we got a release from the Edo State Football Association saying that the chairman was invited several times. He didn't appear, and because of that, they have now formally moved to suspend him for 3 years. But the reason why we are calling you, why we want to clarify something, is that we have a letter from the Nigeria Football Federation. It was addressed to you, and it was dated the 30th of November 2020, signed by Onoja Joshua Esquire on behalf of the General Secretary of the Nigeria Football Federation. So I want to ask you, are you in possession of this letter?
I've not seen such letter. I've not seen such letter. And if I may ask, how did you get the letter?
I am a journalist, and we have our ways. We do not reveal our sources of getting this stuff. We get letters from even from World Football Governing Body FIFA, from the Confederation of African Football, CAF, and so on. But do you normally get correspondence from the Nigeria Football Federation through this channel? Do they email you letters?
Yes, whatever mail that concerns us, they email to us because they have our email box. Okay,
but you you have not received this one that was written, that was dated 30th of November 2020.
I have not.
Okay. All right, Elder Ajibola, thank you. But you are aware, you know, the person who signed this letter, the undersigned, Onoja Joshua Esquire. You've received correspondence from him before.
Well, in the past, when elections were coming, he communicated with me directly on phone. Okay. He has not signed any letter directly to me.
Okay. Okay. All right. Thank you very much.
I appreciate it.
Okay.
From what we are getting now, this letter is backing Sanusi Mota to still remain as the chairman, where the last time the meeting they had concerning the vote of no confidence, I think the two sides should just come together and see, like you rightly said, come together and see where they all have their shortcomings, see how you can resolve issues, and see how you can move the association forward. We are going to a new year and shouldn't be having all these issues this time. They should be thinking of how to hold meetings on how to do one or two initiatives, you know.
No, but the board right now is saying that they have sent letters severally to the chairman, former chairman, according to them now, that he should come so that they will have a meeting and defend himself. But from what this letter is saying, which I think is his own position, that he is the one who's supposed to call for a meeting. Yes, that he has the right to call for a meeting. And from what they quoted here, what this letter that was signed by Onoja Joshua Esquire is saying that it is the chairman that should call for the meeting, and he has a right to fair hearing.
Well, the secretary, Mr. Ajibola, I'm sure he must have known all this before all this issue started, and he has also said that he has not gotten any letter. But all the same, the chairman, okay, having that upper hand to call meetings anytime, any day. But has he ever called a meeting that they refuse to attend? Because as a chairman, you should be the one to call a meeting. And if you call,
no, but I think we had this discussion even with the chairman when we called him on the show, and he was saying they do not have the right. But I was telling him that so long as these people were elected with you, yes, they have the right. The members of executive committee members, they have the right to say they are suspending or impeaching the chairman or whatever language they want to use. They've got the right, so long as it is members of the board. It is not external. It's not a court that is doing it. It's not a government official. It is the members of the board. They have that right to say, this is what we have done. This person we are passing a vote of no confidence, whatever. They have that right. And I recall when we spoke to Kindness Ohiwele, he reiterated the same thing, that look, we are members of the board and we felt that the FA is not going the way we want it to go, and that's why we took this particular decision. So it will now be from the NFF to the Edo State Football Association. I think the other board members too will have to present their own case and say, look, this is the situation. This, we are right to take whatever action that we took. And the chairman too is saying that he remains the chairman of the FA because the right procedures was not followed.
So
that's
if we continue this way, that means you are not going to make headway. That's just the truth. So I think at this time it should be better for NFF if they.
The secretary says he is not in possession of this letter. He has not received this letter, which was written by the NFF. So I think the next step will be to find out how the NFF can ensure that he gets this letter, so that maybe they will now find a way to
resolve the issue,
reconcile both parties and resolve it and we move on. Things happen. You sometimes have this crisis, but nothing is insurmountable. We can go on to find a solution to whatever crisis that is bedeviling an association. Okay, guys, let's go on this break. We'll be right back.
No like better thing. 9PSB, your correct bank don't land. No need to the waka say you want go open account. 9PSB go allow you open account where you dey, pay bill, save money, start to send and receive money fast. Because why? 9PSB agents them stand that get for where you dey for any transaction. Make life for the go easy.
This now to introduce 9 Payment Service Bank, correct bank for you and me. Dial *990# or download the 9PSB app for iOS and Google Play Store. Make you start to the bank. Our bank agent then stand that for your area. With any phone, you fit open account to Kia to pay any kind bill and start to send and receive money instant. 9PSB. Now our bank be that.
Hello, entrepreneurs, business owners, and organizations. KUFM 92.7 has an impressive and constantly expanding number of followers online. You can now advertise your goods and services on KUFM's social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Take advantage of our online presence and reach out to our growing audience at very affordable rates. Call 0703 109 4612 or 0806 530 5657 or 0802 232 7191 or visit our marketing office, top floor, Enterprise Foundation Building, number 62, Ihama Road, GRA, Benin City. KUFM, your business growth partner.
When we stand there to pay money, help people for them hustle and other bank matter them. My name now 9PSB.
Everybody listen up. Let me tell you something. Better service done like that. Don't just sit down and look.
This now to introduce 9 Payment Service Bank, correct bank for you and me. Dial *990# or download the 9PSB app for iOS and Google Play Store. Make you start to the bank. Our bank agent then stand that for your area. With any phone, you fit open account to Kia to pay any kind bill and start to send and receive money instant. 9PSB. Now our bank be that.
Fly beyond the sky, high, let the eagle fly, high, let the whole world see you flying high. Nigeria. Pride of Africa. There's a place where eagles fly every night and day. The land is always green, the lines falling in pleasant places. So beautiful in every sense of it. Wonderful, no matter how you look at it. And hey, there's a song in the air. I hope you've heard. It's so true what they say. Good people, great nation. Good people, great nation. Time is now, let eagles fly. Fly beyond the sky. Let the eagle fly. Let the whole world see you fly high. Nigeria.
They are called the Flying Eagles, and we are hoping and praying that they will fly high, because today they play our eternal rivals, Ghana. So it will be the Flying Eagles of Nigeria versus the Black Satellite of Ghana in the WAFU B Africa Cup of Nations Under-20 qualifier. Nigeria, first game we played against Cote d'Ivoire, and we fortunately were forced to a 1-1 draw after the Flying Eagles were reduced to 10 men. So we've got the team list of the Flying Eagles. Kolawole Oladipo, Mike Zaruma, Moses Solomon, Isaiah AJ, Christopher Nweze, Adewale Oladoye, Aziz Oseni, Mohammed Abdullahi, Wisdom Ubani, Chisom Orji, and Peter Olawale. Those are the guys that are starting. The substitutes are Chibueze Lambert, Charles Etienne, Temitayo Eruku, Jimmy Abdul, Nerot Silas, Chukwe Bukem, Ikwe Messi. Charles and Orlando, I need your help with this name. So, Kodri and Leah Mid. These are the guys that will be on the bench when the Flying Eagles take on Ghana. Mouth-watering encounter, Nigeria versus Ghana. Anytime these two great rivals play, you are in for the best of football.
Yeah, what a way to renew their rivalry coming at this time of the year and at the WAFU Cup. Well, I think there's no going back for the Flying Eagles. They drew their first game, which wasn't a nice result. Haven't gone ahead, but this time a win will settle everything. If they get to win tonight, I think that will give them 4 points, irrespective of whatever is going to come out from the other game, because they are 3 in the group. So playing against the Black Satellites today, I think all they need is to get a win, and that will take them through to the knockout round. So Ladambozo, he has been talking tough, saying that they've learned their lessons from their first game and they are going to do well. And even Zito, the manager of the coach of the Black Satellites, has also spoken highly of his players and said they are also going to get a win. So when you have two giants meeting on an international event, I think the grounds gets to suffer. But the mistakes made last time from the Ladambozo side, I just hope that they don't allow such repeat. If they're able to go 1-0 or 2-0 up against the Black Light, then you should be able to ensure that if you cannot get more goals, then you should be able to lock up your defense in order for you to get the 3 points, and that is what is needed in today's game. So any results, otherwise from that 3 maximum points, I think is going to be just a mere excuse, But then I think the boys also know what's at stake. They just have to go there. They are the main actors. They have to go there and make Nigeria proud. You cannot play 2 matches and say you couldn't win anyone. To Cote d'Ivoire, you understand, but to Ghana tonight, it's a must-win encounter.
Okay, all right. Let's go to Europe now. Paul Pogba needs to leave Manchester United, and a transfer away from the club is going to suit everybody. This is what Phil Neville, former star defender of the Red Devils, is saying. He felt that after Mino Raiola said on Monday that Paul Pogba was unhappy and needs to change things, that there is no going back, that he's got to do this. And I even had the commentators talking about it yesterday when Manchester United were performing so poorly, when they were 3-0 down, and they were like, why would the agent of Paul Pogba say that on the eve of such an important game? That he didn't really care about the club, he was just concerned about his clients. And of course, when you are an agent is concerned about his clients, he is basically concerned about himself, how much comes to him and all that. That was why he made that statement. So they were not happy at all. So Phil Neville is saying that look, this guy, from what has happened, that it is now inevitable, he is going to leave. That will be at the end of the season.
Yeah, I've said that so many times, because for someone to come out to say he's not happy, but each time he's with the national side, he's happy. At United, he's not happy. Come on, as a professional, you're not supposed to be doing that. Even if you are not happy, you find a way to get to rediscover yourself, at the club. Yes, what Bruno Fernandes is doing right now is what many expected that Paul Pogba will be doing, and haven't signed him with that huge amount of money. And right now, look at the way things have gone. Well, though he has been able to win 1 or 2 trophies with United since joining, including the Europa League, but that is not enough. If Pogba is like, Pogba should be like, how do I describe it now? Maybe playing like Luka Modric, or maybe like Bruno Fernandes. being the star man anytime, any day, and even if he's out injured, the team will feel his absence. But today, if Pogba is not playing, it doesn't seem as if they are missing anything. And since Bruno's joined them, I'm sure very soon they might go to a round table to see how they can give him contract extension and double his wages, because since that man joined them, he has transformed Manchester United. All the positive results they've gotten, he is always part of it. Talking about Bruno Fernandes, I won't be surprised if they give him the captain's band anytime soon. And his leadership qualities on and off the pitch. So for me, I think all they need to do right now, you cannot keep a player that is unhappy. There's no way you can get the best out of him. And pay him humongous amounts every week, without playing, or even maybe having limited time and not giving that much that they expect from me. I think it's waste of resources. So the best way is for them to part ways and see how they can move on without Pogba. Probably recoup some of the money they spent on him. So if that happens, and the rest players, and they are also able to get some other players that will help Bruno Fernandes, as the main midfielder, I'm sure they are going to get back to their groove. So for me, I don't see Pogba staying beyond this season.
Okay, the UEFA official, it was the fourth official last night when we had this really controversial game. Paris Saint-Germain taking on Istanbul Basaksehir, and you know what happened? Istanbul Basaksehir players walked off, and Paris Saint-Germain players also accompanied them and left the pitch. Now, the fourth official who has been accused of racism, Sebastian Cortescu, he has defended himself after he was accused of racism. So, he was accused of racially abusing Pierre Weber, the assistant coach of Istanbul Basaksehir. Pierre Weber was even shown a red card in that encounter. Now, Sebastian Cortescu, he could face a 10-match ban if he's found guilty because of this incident. And he spoke to the Romanian TV station, and then he said, I'm quoting him now, "I try to be good. I'm not going to read any news. I'm not going to read any news sites these few days. Anyone who knows me knows that I am not racist. At least that's what I hope." So he's insisting that he isn't racist. Maybe what he said, because from what I heard, when Demba Ba, who's been hailed as a hero, when Demba Ba was confronting him and telling him, "Why would you say this black guy? But when you were talking about the white guy, you just said this guy or these guys. You never said this white guy. Why is it that when you were referring to a black person, you said this black guy?" I could hear him in the background saying in my language, in Romania, in his thickly accented English. He was trying to make a point. So that was what I heard in the background. He was saying in my language, in Romania. So he was trying to say, whatever you heard, I didn't mean it as I didn't mean to be racist or whatever. So he said those who know him, they all know that he isn't racist. At least that is what he hopes. So he's basically saying that whatever they thought they had, he's not racist and he didn't mean any offense.
Yeah, he's defending himself. That is what you expect from a man, and you find it's going to be really, really difficult before you see a man accuse a man, and the man will come out to say, "Yes, I did it," and all that. For a man to be abandoned because of what he said, and right now he's defending himself, saying for those that know him, they know the kind of person he is and all that. He's not going to look at any sites concerning what's coming out. Come on, whether he likes
because he knows that he's going to be getting a whole lot of abuse.
Yes, whether he likes it or not, if they are good, at least it's something that the investigation is going on. If at the end of the day he's found wanting, I'm sure he's going to face whatever punishment they are going to met to him. So for me, I think it's not going to be easy for me, and it's going to be a slap on his face if at the end of the day he comes out and start apologizing for what he said, that he never meant it that way and all that. Come on, we've always talked about racism. If you are trying to do the right thing, if after all they have their names written on their jerseys, if you are going to talk about players, you can even mention the player's name. If you are the official, you're the fourth official, you could see their names written on their jerseys. Why would you say this black guy? So
I think the incident was between him and Pierre Weber.
Pierre Weber, yeah. Notwithstanding, should have just say the assistant manager of Istanbul Basaksehir. He is an official. He knows the away team, he knows the home team, he knows their technical crew. So he could say a member of the technical crew of
the UEFA said they are going to investigate this, thoroughly investigate it in accordance with Article 31(4) of the UEFA disciplinary regulations on ethics and disciplinary. An ethics and disciplinary inspector has been appointed to conduct a disciplinary investigation regarding the incident. But my worry is that, and we've seen things like this happen in the past, they set up committees, they investigate, and later they come to tell you they do not have enough evidence to prosecute or to say something. It happened recently. What game was that now? Was it? I can't. Was it Marseille? There was one incident that happened not too long ago, and eventually it was that they didn't have enough information to really do anything about it.
Well, all the same, now he has broken silence on what happened last night. But like I said before, if he's found wanting, I think he's going to reduce. No,
definitely. If he's found guilty, then they will punish him.
They will punish him, and it will affect his integrity as a human being.
At one point, they even wanted to continue the game, but Istanbul Basaksehir insisted that if Kotescu was going to continue as the fourth official, then they will not play, and that's why. Because after about 2 hours, they were still trying to see whether the match could continue, and that's why they now said, okay, the match will continue today at 6:55. New officials at the time, at the exact minute that the match stopped. So they are going to continue that game today. So we hope that they thoroughly investigate it, and if this guy is found guilty, then they should punish.
They should also talk to all officials, and if they are making where no matter where they come from, when you are trying to discuss issues, try to use a language that everyone will understand and not read meaning to it. Even if in your country this is how it's been said, but go and look at it in the English-speaking countries and others. How do they relate to the same word? Yes, it could be okay in your own country, but other people, they could see it as a racist words or as insult or whatever. So for me, I think so that they will not be having issues when they are using words that is okay by them, but to others those are like insults.
All right, we go to Cotonou now in Benin Republic. Nigeria versus Ghana under 20 WAFU B qualifiers. It is 30 minutes of action. Nigeria nil, Ghana nil. Okay. When we get more updates before we leave this today, we are going to give you. But for now, it's time for you to join us. Call us on 070-626-39275 or 090-3939-4427. You can also reach us on 081-2178-9154. Hello.
Good evening.
Welcome.
Good evening.
Good evening, Danjuma.
I don't pay the fly go know what they will do to they say that match 3 points go matter our back. I don't wish the best of luck. They say that they will pick up the Women League, the flying note. That match we need to win convincingly for Moja Stadium. Congratulations to my boy, Cristiano Ronaldo. May just score the Champions League a goal like that. But I don't care other people they say a penalty. As far as in a part of the game. I thought
they are all counted now. Penalties are counted.
But Zidane may do what he will do so that you go follow Manchester United, go Europa, Thursday.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, Danjuma. 070-6263-9755-090-3939-4427. Why is it only... Okay, the other line is now blinking. Hello.
Oh, it's Joseph Mourinho. Good evening.
Welcome, Joseph.
Yeah, greetings from January.
We'll greet you.
Very happy. I'm very, very, very happy today. Yesterday, Juventus, though not my team, they made my day with Cristiano Ronaldo-led team. They defeated Barcelona. It doesn't matter if it's a penalty or not. I see the end of Messi as the nightmare of Spain. We are gradually seeing from the reign of Xavi and to the beginning of Patti. And so Barcelona is going to wait again for another 3-4 years like they waited for Ronaldinho. And I see Messi leaving at the end of the season, and I see them not winning anything this season. It's my prediction. And also, I'm very happy for Chelsea. I think in the next round, they might not go through because the tactics of the coach is not what I will count on. The players are just doing their job and the results are coming in, but tactically, the coach doesn't have the depth to go forward. As a player, he's a legend. I love him. And Ronaldo and Alvaro Morata, I'm very happy for them.
Okay.
As for Barcelona, is the end. Thank you.
Thank you, Joseph. Hello.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening. Welcome.
Yeah, my name is Tony. I'm calling from Jare.
Tony from Jare.
Yes, sir.
All right, go on.
I think to me, I want to talk on the problem of
the Joseph Football Association.
Yes, that one is one. I think it's about time. It's about time to start doing things in a proper way. Just now, we've gotten a supposed letter that was supposed to have been gotten to the secretary direct. And the secretary is telling us that he hasn't gotten it. And to me, I begin to wonder, if the secretary of an organization is telling us he has not gotten it, and the media is telling us this is what it is, I think that secretary should, at least by now, start doing
I think we should be mindful of some of these issues. We have seen somebody that something directly affects. Somebody like Samson Siasa, for instance, that was sent a letter, and he said he didn't receive it as at the time until it was too late, because he was given a deadline to respond to something, and he said he did not receive it. Hold on, sir. You asked the question, and you were saying something. I'm trying to shed more light on it. We also heard of Maria Sharapova, the tennis player. So it is not just a Nigerian thing. Now, Maria Sharapova, who there was a banned substance, yes, and they sent it to her in her mail, but she didn't see it until it was too late, and she took it, and later she came to say, look, I didn't see it, so I apologize. So before we say if somebody who is the secretary didn't see, saying he didn't see this, let us understand that these things can happen. Nobody is defending the secretary here, but we are saying that these things can happen.
Okay, sir. I will take it because you know better. And now I'm talking about the issue of Pope. I think to me, this guy has overly his usefulness in Man U. This was a talented player that was bought. I think then it was a world record amount from Inter Milan.
Yes, 89 million.
When it was in Inter Milan, this was
not Inter Milan, Juventus.
Juventus, sorry. He was a fantastic player. So to me, probably it was a matter of psychology, and yet there's something we understand about some certain players. If they are not happy, there's nothing you can do. So for his manager right now to now come in, to me, where I have problem is this: at the eve of match, you don't just throw such thing out, because it now tantamount to kind of some certain things that you suppose, just like as you said, is very, very unprofessional. At least if you are having grievance with the club, knowing that currently you have a contract with them, then do some certain thing that will be meaningful while you are there, not you not throwing a stone that man is having a problem, but you not adding some kind of issue to it. It shouldn't be. So if you want to go in peace and leave Man U without bringing any contradiction. Thank you, and God bless you guys.
Yeah, God bless you too. Hello.
Hello, guys. Good evening.
Good evening, my great uncle.
Greetings from guys. Can you hear me?
We can hear you, but that place there is an echo. If you can move away from there. Okay, sorry. Please try and call us back, my great uncle. Hello.
Hello. Good evening, Williams.
Okay, welcome.
Yes.
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Go on.
Yeah, it's the Manchester United issue. I think the problem really is not coming from Pogba. I think it's the ball. Manchester United ball, they have to do it big issue. If when Pogba was in Juventus, he had some fantastic player that could cover up for him, that could give him that spirit. Here in Manchester United, we only have Bruno Fernandes and the rest of them. No, they are not really fantastic players.
But isn't it supposed to be one of the fantastic ones? Isn't it supposed to be the one that is leading them in that midfield?
Yes, so it's fantastic. But if there's nobody in his back, like somebody when he was in Juventus, people like Andrew Pirlo, they were there. I think Kedera was there too. People can watch his back. Why is this on fantastic play up front? So they are not precious personality in Manchester United now. They can do that.
Okay.
Now, if he's playing alongside with Bruno Fernandes, he's expected to stay back while Bruno Fernandes move, right?
But if are you saying that Paul Pogba has performed very, very well for Manchester United? Is the players that are around him that are not supporting him? Really?
Yes. The problem is not from Pogba, it's from the board. Let us sign some players who can stand. Why the expected players who are supposed to perform, why they are up front, do something, but they can stand. We only have now, Tomlin is trying to do that. Matic has fallen from that position.
Okay.
So the issue now is that they should look into the board, it's not from the player. And I want to ask you a question. That match that was suspended, the PSG match, it was suspended, right?
Yes. They are continuing today.
Okay, now if PSG lose that match, is there anything good for Manchester United?
No, even if PSG loses by 100-0, Manchester United are out.
It's bad. It's very bad. Correct. That was really disappointed. I watched that match. It was the defense. It was really uncalled for. I don't really know why they are even starting Maguire. The money that is not the way.
Captain, fantastic. They should not start.
No, it's not. For me, it's not Captain Fantastic.
All right, thank you.
I'm telling you. Yeah, God bless you.
Manchester United, Thursday football. Hello.
Hello, good evening.
Yeah.
This is Mr. Gordon the Demo.
Great to have you.
Yeah, thank you very much. And I saw it setting a big club dropping to Europa. I think it has just happened because they were not really very careful. For them to lose to Istanbul, what's that his name now? Or whatever.
Oh, you call them the Sakaba boys.
It's going to haunt them. It's going to haunt them. That's just the truth. Because you cannot lose the man you are not supposed to lose and win the one you are not even supposed to win. So it's just funny. And again, man, you should also know that football half or first half, not second half. You can't be coming back at every time and be getting away with it. It's just not done. So you're supposed to know from the blast of the whistle you have to be up there. That's just the truth. Not second half you are just trying to pass back. It has happened. So I was not so surprised yesterday. So I'm saying I wish I took Fly Eagles, I think, a very good outing. I think the match is about to start, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know.
The match has started. The match has started. We are following it online. The match has started, yes. First half should be about down right now.
Okay. Yes. I wish them the best of luck. Thank you very much. And we'll have a blessed evening.
All right. One more call, then we'll look at the text messages. So many of them here. Hello.
Good evening, Brian.
Good evening. Welcome.
Good evening, Hausa.
Good evening.
It was.
Hello?
I said, one question that I want to ask.
Okay, but tell us your name first.
My name is Solomon, calling from Orimo local government.
Okay, go on.
Listen, do you hear any news about sacking of Oligan Social in Man United?
Sacking of who? Oligan Social? No, I've not heard anything about him being.
Wow.
I've not heard that.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, that's your prayer, Abby. We've not heard that. But we'll keep, except if it's just breaking. Let me check the BBC if there is anything like that. But before we came into the studio, it was not there. No, they've not said anything about it. Okay, let's look at the text messages. Good evening. I will not say what you said about us. My name is Pato from Kenwa Road. Kudos to you guys for the good job. Players like Yakubu Egbeni first supposed to appear on Nigerian currency so that unborn children will always remember him for that great goal opportunity he made at the World Cup. These are Rossoneri forever. So what about all the goals that he scored? Nigerians, just because of that one mistake, you guys know, without Yakubu Egbeni, maybe you will not even have qualified for the 2002 World Cup. And they didn't allow him go to the 2002 World Cup. They just completely dismantled that team. But the guy scored many goals for us en route to that World Cup. Good day, sports crew. When Celestine Babayaro set the youngest player to play in the Champions League, he was playing for Anderlecht. It was Anderlecht versus Steaua Bucharest. 1994, he moved to Chelsea in 1996-19. Well, the thing I read was Skorka, so I don't know whether they are the ones that made the mistake, but they said it was Chelsea versus Steaua Bucharest. But I think you have a point. Was that anyway? I will check, but I read that stat from Skorka and I think the BBC. Good day, men of sport. I want to find out who won the NBA final in the United States. Like Mackley from Siloku Road. It was LA Lakers who won. Can you please check that and what he said just now while I read the text? Men of sport, I salute. I was extremely happy yesterday because the thought coming back is always the best form of football. Chelsea all the way. Jonah from Domez Road. Okay. Good work, guys. Please, may I know why Ozil doesn't feature for Arsenal? Godwin Agbaha is my name. Well, I can tell you why. It's because he isn't listed in the Premier League team. He isn't even in the Europa team and any of their team. But they can tweak it in January, okay, so he can be part of it. So, but the main reason why he wasn't, the reason why I know you now ask, so why was he not in that team? You've got to ask Mikel Arteta. Good evening, sports guys. The NFF and Sports Ministry should do something very urgent and responsible to our football. The reason is, let me see. The reason is that various African countries' football is ongoing while that of Nigeria is in limbo for now. How does the NFF and the Sports Ministry expect Nigerian clubs to perform when the league is down? By next year, unexpected team will win the MPFL. Man United will qualify for the last 16. Oh, okay. Sure, you sent this yesterday. They must get a result in Germany. Keep the good job and God bless you all in KFM Radio. And now Rosanson. Sorry, your dry bones did not rise, so Manchester United didn't get the point they needed. They are out. This one says, good evening, the gods of sports analysis. I think the problem of Paul Onuachu is his village people. Okay. Francis, we need a pastor, not a psychologist. Bright from AI. Why will his village people, I'm thinking his village people will want him to excel and not be having issues. Hello, the dictionary of sport. Please, so let's all wish Real Madrid good luck today. I just can't stand my team playing Europa with small teams like Arsenal United. Okay. Manchester United don't care about my well-being. If they did, they would not be posing these inconsistent performances. I'm utterly disappointed. It's from Jay. Let's see. Good evening, great men of sports. David from Upper Ikanwa. Please, how about HZ of Chelsea that was injured in our last game, and who won the EPL manager and player of last month? HZ, okay, you mean Hakim Ziyech? Okay. Hakim Ziyech was injured, but so he's still recuperating. They say it's a hamstring injury, and you know hamstring usually takes 2 to 3 weeks. Okay. And the player, who was the last player of the month? Player and manager of the month? I can't recall for last month. I heard you, Oga Francis. You get 4 eyes. When you said that Man United will not qualify from their group, they almost cut off your head. It clear now like DVD. Man U fans, How Market, oh, you mean My Fans, How Market, stand up for CR7 Odiri from Sapele Road. Okay, those are the text messages that we have. We've got to go now. Quickly.
Concerning Babayaro, he stayed for Anderlecht as Tao in the 1994-95 group stage. It was against Temple Paris, but it was at Anderlecht.
Okay, all right. Time for us to go. We will see you tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. on a fresh edition of Sports Fiesta, and Saliu Ibrahim Avendonis with Egosa Aigbeka. KU News break is at 5. Please stay tuned for that. Bye-bye. But these Flying Eagles are playing now, so we hope that they win, and we hope tomorrow we'll be singing this song, Let the Eagle Fly.